Right, what is up, YouTube? Zen Rahman. In today's video, I'll be talking to you guys about four complete protein sources for vegans. And before I begin, not a nutritionist or a dietitian or whatever. Okay, so you don't have to believe what I say, and this is just what I think. This is just my opinion. All right, so vegans they need to be particularly wary of the protein sources that they intake because almost no plant-based protein sources are complete proteins, which means that they do not contain all the nine essential amino acids that you need for protein synthesis in the amounts that you need them in a protein source for it to be a complete protein. Okay, all of them lack in some amino acids or the others, so they're basically incomplete protein sources. Okay, but there might be some plant-based proteins that are complete proteins, which means that they do have all the nine essential amino acids in the proportion that you need them for it to be a complete protein and to stimulate muscle protein synthesis and help you progress with your goals with regards to muscle hypertrophy. And another point I want to make is that veg proteins, they are not pure protein sources by themselves. Okay, so they would have some content of carbohydrates and fats in them. So that's something else that you need to be wary of, so that you keep in mind the nutrition that these protein sources offer, and then you can meet your respective carbohydrate, protein, and fat intake depending on what your nutritional requirements are. And that's just one more thing that you need to be mindful of. So let's get into it. Four complete protein sources for vegans. The first one I have on my list is soy or soya or soybean or soy products like tofu and soy milk, whatever you want to have. So this is the only plant-based protein that has a complete amino acid profile, and this by itself is a complete protein. Okay, so this is number one on our list. Number two, we have a combination of lentils and quinoa. Okay, so when you have lentils along with quinoa, they are both incomplete protein sources by themselves, which means they do not have all the nice essential amino acids that you need to have. But when you put them together, then this gives you a complete amino acid profile, and lentils and quinoa together make a complete protein. Next up, I have beans and rice. Okay, so rice, it has a negligible amount of amino acids in it. All right, but the amino acids that the rice is deficient in, the beans make up for it. These can be any kinds of beans which have a significant amount of protein content, and likewise, the amino acids that the beans are deficient in is compensated for by the amino acid profile of the rice. So, pretty simple. Beans and rice put together give you a complete amino acid profile, and that's yet another complete protein source for vegans. All right, last up, I want to talk about plant-based protein powders or protein supplements. Okay, now a lot of brands have their plant-based protein powders, which are vegan friendly, and these supplements are formulated in a way where they would give you a complete amino acid profile and can hence be utilized for protein synthesis and for building muscle, and they're just a source of complete protein. Okay, so if you want, that is something else that you can incorporate into your diet, a good plant-based protein supplement powder. So that is the number four item I have on my list for complete protein sources for vegans. So that was that for this video. All right, four complete protein sources for vegans. We'll go over them once again. There's soy, then there's a combination of quinoa and lentils. Then there's a combination of rice and beans, and last up we have our plant-based protein powders. So we'll leave this video at that. I hope you got some good information from it. Let me know what you thought about it in the comments, and you can let me know if you have any questions or whatever, or what other content you want to see. And like and share the video if you want to. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't. Thanks a lot for watching, and I will see you next time.